Life is an evolving journey, and mine is definitely evolving. I've been writing meditations and doing lots of meditation posts the last few months, and truth be told, it has helped me niche down and focus on my website and on my YouTube channel and all that good stuff. And after so much posting every week and building an online course and scheduling haikus every day and scheduling social media each week, along with building community classes to teach meditation, I thought, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and take a break. There's been a lot of giving, and I'm going to do a little bit of rejuvenation. And I think everybody should do that every once in a while. And these last couple of weeks have been just that. If you're on my email list, which you can sign up on my blog anytime, you got the email that the first week I was talking about having you take my meditation course for free if you wanted, and then I was going to take the next week off, and that I did. Last week was my birthday week, entered a new decade, which is so hard to believe. And of course, I think when that happens, you naturally kind of think about the direction of your life and what happened so far, where you want to go, the difference you want to make, all those things. And at the gentle urging of my husband, he said, you know what, let's go down to the beach for a few days. You can really rest and relax and just be for a little bit. And I thought, oh, that's great. You know, I need to just be. And so I did that. And so I had like a to-be list, to be calm, to be, I don't know, just all these to-be things that I came up with. And I brought materials to draw and even a book. But if I got around to reading or drawing, great, and if not, fine. I even brought my little Zoom microphone that I use sometimes for recording, and if I got around to recording the ocean waves, great, and if I didn't, then no big deal, and I actually didn't. And that's okay. And I intentionally did kind of a tech fast as well. It wasn't a complete tech fast. I brought my computer for emergencies because I monitor several different websites for folks, and so I thought I better bring it just to monitor just in case. But my computer ended up coming in handy for another reason. My phone, the very one I was charging in the car, and it overheated and it damaged the lower part of the screen, so I can kind of limp and use it, but waiting on a replacement. And yeah, note to self, try not to charge the phone in the car in the heat of the day. Even if it's not in the sunlight, it can still overheat. Oh well. Rather than focus on the frustration and expense of replacing my phone for the fact that I couldn't really use it, I chose to see it as an opportunity. It was a great way to disconnect. And I used my husband's phone to call my family on my actual birthday because I knew people would be trying to call, and I felt so loved. It's just such a wonderful thing to connect with people and to feel that care that people can give. And I headed to the ranger station where they had Wi-Fi, but I had to take my computer and sit down right outside of it at a picnic table and not move. And so I only did that twice, just to respond to texts, to respond to emails, and just to check on everything. And it was good. It forced me to not be online, forced me to not really be on screens. Occasionally I took out my Kindle, which had a downloaded book on there, but even then, it was, it wasn't a big deal. I didn't take it out very much anyway. And it was good. I always get insights when I completely disconnect. Life just seems to come alive in a very different way. And it does wonders for the soul. Which brings me to this whole video, and the point of the blog post that goes with it is just that these insights that you gain and the evolving journey that is life, I can't encourage everyone enough to take time away and to get out of your routine. I remember as I was at the beach, I was smiling giddily as I rode my bike along the trails and along the boardwalk, feeling gratitude for that wind in my face the opportunity to take time to camp, enjoy the scents of the fires, grilled food, time at the beach, even getting a little sunburned. But it's just things like that that make life so worth it if you just stop for a moment. And I met this really interesting person. We met because of patchouli. I biked one morning to the beach and I met a woman named Sally who was working at the fee station for the entrance you would pay to get in for the day unless you were camping. And I realized when I got there I didn't have any ID with me, I didn't have any paperwork, and I thought, I wonder if she'll let me in. And so I explained what my situation was after the car in front of me pulled away, rode up to the window on my bike, and her face was just so sweet. She wasn't concerned about my lack of identification or me staying at the campground and not being able to produce any documents that were saying that I was, but she smelled the patchouli that I had put on earlier as well as the lavender, because I love those two scents together. They just smell so wonderful. And she took in a whiff of it and said, "Oh, are you wearing patchouli?" And I said, "Yeah." I didn't think it was very strong. And she said, "We have to order everything here on the island and it takes forever. And I just want to smell it one more time." And in that moment, I didn't tell her then, but I knew I would return later in the day to just give her my little bottle that I had of it. And she came out of the fee station and gave me a hug and I said, I probably don't smell very good now after riding all over the island and being out in the sun all day. And she said, "That's not what this is about. This is about making a new friend and giving someone a gift that was completely unexpected." And I don't bring up that story to say, "Ooh, look what I did." I bring it up just to show that kindness goes such a long way. And had I adhered to some sort of strict schedule, I would have never made the time to go back to reconnect with this woman. And who knows if I'll ever see her again. But in that moment, I gave her something that she so appreciated, and she dabbed it on her ears and then fanned herself so that the air around her would smell good. And it just was a moment of, I don't know who you are, and your history is probably so different than mine, but I just wanted to bless you and pass a little gift to you because I've been blessed in my life and I wanted to pay it forward. And just telling that story just brings a smile to my face. And as I was at the beach, I also gained other insights. I have this heading on my blog next called Poetic Missives. And I titled it that because I get really pensive when I'm out in nature. It just calms me down and infuses me with so many ideas. And I've been so busy in the last year that really, it's funny how life works. It's an evolving journey. And in the last few months, I made my course, as you know, and I created meetup groups, and I even put an 8-week series together at the school where I work because they have a mindfulness-based curriculum. And found myself with no one attending classes. It's taught me that even when I think I'm going to go in a certain direction, life really has another direction. It has a solid direction for all of us, and we just need to let it happen. After months of trying this, after months of trying to effectively sell my course or teach different classes or do stuff that's related to meditation, I thought, the universe is gently guiding me in a slightly different direction. And I thought about the things that light me up, which is why I brought my drawing materials down to the beach, and I brought the books that just show me more about awakening and meditation and becoming the highest version of myself. And yes, I'm going to continue trying to teach classes to those who would need it. I even want to maybe try doing classes, meditation classes at local prisons or halfway shelters, things like that. And I don't know, maybe there's not a need, or maybe they don't even allow that. I have no idea. but it has made me realize the things that I really miss. I love being creative, and I love creating mandalas, and I love writing poetry and writing my haikus, and even human connection. And so I think I'm gently being nudged in another direction, and that's fine. I can't wait to see where it goes. To that end, I was spending a lot of time scheduling stuff on social media, and yeah, I would get some traffic from there and stuff like that, but I don't know. I wasn't really seeing a ton of results, and I don't really spend a whole lot on advertising or anything like that. If people want to find this website, if you find yourself watching this video, listening to me, I'm just grateful that someone is interested in what I might have to share, but it's okay if people aren't too. I think I share a lot of this stuff more for me so I can document my journey, and if it inspires others in the process, then that makes me happy too. But yeah, thinking about, okay, well, do I want to do a Zazzle store? Do I want to sell mandalas on my website, the artwork? I love to use them with meditation, like either just putting them in my meditation space or creating them, just that process of creating them, which is just so cathartic and so cleansing and so beautiful. And I don't know, maybe I'll lead a mandala retreat sometime. I have no idea. But I do want to continue writing, and I love it. I love working on my website, and I love the community of people that I have met that have become such dear friends. And I just know that I'm supposed to continue doing that, whatever it looks like. And so life is an evolving journey. I'm constantly trying new things. I'm always working on myself through meditation, through mindfulness, through creativity, through just trying to be the best person that I can be, which I think most people are always trying to do, right? And so I just wanted to share some thoughts from my beach journey, from my time of digital detox, and just share with you my gratitude that you're along this journey too. If you're listening to this video at this point, I am absolutely grateful for you, and I wish you a wonderful week.